Can't tell where the zone pulls because all these purple circles were. It was hard enough with the Loba ring, you know. Now I got to deal with these purple circles. I got to adjust my eyesight.
I'm hanging out on board Team Infinite right now as they're getting ready to move into zone. They do have a team directly in front of them. Going to be able to do some damage here for No-No.
As we reply totem.
Beautiful. Reply totem in some danger. Got one behind these bins that's going to be taking flat. No-No going to bump up over that catalyst utility. Not going to be able to get the down. And Infinite will fall at the hands of Totem.
Find the solo from Team Cat. They clean up Cat. So top 3. Inferno, SCCP, and Liquid Alienware. The last 3 teams, and based off what I'm looking at here, it looks like T-Law really put themselves in a winning situation.
Final ring has begun to close as Liquid Alienware, Corinthians, and Team Inferno get ready to battle this one out for the top 3.
Really good spot here for T-Law. They're absolutely peppering SCCP over there in that building. They're doing all they can to stay up.
Rev also going to go airborne with the ultimate here. That ring of fire going to come down and put Inferno into a sticky situation on this low ground.
Beautiful job there by Inferno. Shoot out that crypto ult. Now here comes VGux. VGux, one of the best cryptos in the scene, is going to drop the ult. Gets it off, but Germs goes down. Bosky goes down. The swing coming from T-Law. T-Law takes down Inferno, but here comes SCCP taking game number 1. Man, all you can hear are P20s.
Yeah, you know, that's why we're doing the best non-P2020 clip exactly right there. But Corinthians comes out on top of game number 1. A huge congratulations to Wands, Kings, and Bin. Bear with us a few minutes here as we set up for game number 2. I'm going to take a look at these observer controls, and we'll be back with you momentarily. All right, Rhino, what team you want to keep an eye on here in game number 2? We've obviously got some some winners now from game number 1, and I think with where did they drop in?
I got my eyes on if it's not gonna be my Team Empire, I'm gonna keep my eyes on Navi here. Navi, a little bit of a slow start, but I think they pick it up here in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, right now Navi down in, they're in a pretty good tie for 9th place with 4 points, but I mean, you and I were both there that night when they did win. They kind of played it very strategically through the middle and then got super aggressive, when it was necessary. So I know we spoke before the event and you were saying Navi in 5. I was kind of around the 7-ish mark. But with Liquid Alienware on a 25-point game number 1, that's going to be a pretty aggressive number to live up to. I mean, they didn't even win, and they are in first place by 5 points.
Mind you, that was off of 4 resets. 4 resets for Alienware that game.
Yes,
but,
it is.
We do have a fight happening right now with Solus. Solus getting after it with Team SZA. Tongue twister. We're going to be pushing up here on the top side over at Boardwalk. Then we got pushed there by Zach WKzo. Goes down. Seisu gets a knock on Dog as well. Solus not looking good here. SZA doing a great job in this 3v3. Riley gets a knock on Toon. And the knock shield's not going to be enough there as SZA takes down Solus once again.
Going to watch these players run up through this tunnel here. Going to be able to hit all 3 of them with the drone before they lose it. And now this could be a Navi push here as Yuchako going to throw out that point.
Chaco's cooking. Unbelievable job here by Yuchako, getting aggressive off that crypto ult, getting 2 knocked. There it is. Army Esports are going to go down inside the wind tunnel.
As those teams were trying to rotate into zone, unable to do so, but I mean, once again, the Navi squad, they
look at
are
the spot.
in.
Look at the spot they get. Look at this rotate from Navi, man. It's just super impressive. Not trying to glaze or anything, but it's just to see where they were and to where they are now is just unbelievable, bro.
Gonna really tighten things up a little bit. Not a lot of building coverage. I fully expect us to go from 9 squads down to probably about 4 or 5 as this next zone does close. I mean, right now, the only team poised to really take things is going to be Navi.
So Huss back up to a full 3. They get Duke back. And they're in zone here. And here comes the crypto ult. Just because it hits like 7 people. Huss doing a good job here, stabilizing and staying alive as a duo. And now back to a full 3 as Duke. Gent, Skittle Kicks play the low ground. Gent is gonna go down though. It's gonna be Dupe and Skittle, last 2 up. They're in a pretty good spot here to get a reset. Looks like exactly what they're gonna do is other teams start moving in and trying to take some shots. On the outside, you got Forbidden Gaming looking over at SCCP, and they're gonna get into a fight. The shots coming in. Vinny Kings, take down 2. Wands goes down. Forbidden Gaming goes out. On to our last 4 here, Maz. We got a solo, we got a duo, and we got Navi. And Navi is gonna look to collect some kills. That's
like
tough.
Totem also a team of 2.
That's tough, man. You had this great spot. Einer kind of throwing the opportunity here for him, but as a duo, they still have a phenomenal opportunity to win this game. As you see the Wraith portal coming in from Yuzako. That's the bottom side here. Trying to get some shots with the P20, trying to get some damage. Gonna take the Wraith portal back to the top side. Harak on the opposite side gets the knock there on Big Louie. And Navi wins the duo. Unbelievable job. What a game by Navi. Oh my God.
You know, that's the Navi you expect to see. Congratulations to them. They come out on top of game number 2. Reminder, we are moving to Storm Point now. We're going to go play a couple games on Storm Point. We'll update you with the legend bands as well as the scores over the break. We'll be back in just a few.
We're going to have a Western zone here. Potentially a Seacoast Station area zone.
As of right now, everybody's seemingly following these rules. As we do have Navi over at Launchpad. They will be losing Hayarka here early on. Low Slicks. I mean, we've seen what Kimura can do here at Launchpad aboard Kieto. So I'm super excited to see them take on the likes of Navi already here in game number 3.
Yeah, they're already opening it up. Sa gets the knock. Full kill coming in as well. Charge Sentinel in the hands of Gato. This is a big fight here for both squads.
Over there.
Fight they both have to take though. Good therms coming in from Hiraka. Good nades coming in here from Kiner. Not gonna connect. This is just a nice fight here. Nice slow E20 battle. But on the backside comes Kings. SCCP loses 1. Chaco, last one up here for Navi. Then gets back up. Now it's a 1v1 again. Good knock there by Chaco. And he's gonna opt to take the evac on top of the height here. This could be a massive play.
This could be a huge play. Should be able to. Does have that Phoenix game.
Oh, what a nade! Oh my God! What a grenade coming in there. Takes down Navi. Phenomenal job. The sky nade going crazy there for Bin. Holy cow.
Prepare yourself.
All right, taking a look at this next zone. Obviously, Navi not going to be making it into this next circle, but we do have quite a few teams already set and situated. Hater. And looks like Low Slicks versus Empire here in bottom center of the zone. Empire taking some damage here to start, able to take down 2.
1v1.
Early down.
Oh, nice play. Nice play with the knock there from Gato. Gato gets the squad wipe on Empire. Wins the 1v1, but here comes a third party from Spectre. They clean up Low Slicks, but a great job there.
Lucky day for Reply Totem as well. Just so everybody's aware, they just hit the Mythic Bin in Cedo Station, and Ketch just picked himself up a pair of gold P2020 Akimbo. Rithia is trying to move into this next zone aggressively, and so far doing a wonderful job as they do lose Kings.
Sheila!
And you know, I said they do a wonderful job, and they're eliminated. So that's just where we're at today.
Sheila just absolutely cooked. Just cooked there. SCCP tried to get aggressive, tried to get the kills. We're feeling cocky, and someone pulled out the Sheila and said, no, no, no.
Move that way, mates.
Back on up.
That's what we're gonna call Sheila from now on. The no, no, no.
US Army Esports, they have a good spot here. And they're not in zone, but they have some good angles on these teams that are trying to hold them out. Knock already came in here from Aqua. That 30-30 using these rampart walls pretty effectively. The UAM is going to be a problem for him, but they're all going to have to rotate. So this is going to be interesting here. A good job rotating by US Army Esports. They're going to find a nice little spot here in the crevice of this mountain. Huss pretty close by to them, but should be good. Longbow going crazy for Barely. US Army Esports down to a duo here as Barely is the last gets taken down. They're probably gonna get eliminated here as Dupe is going crazy with the G7. Quick res coming in from Rusty trying to get up the rampart, Pure Aqua, but the nades are flying in and down they go. Rusty the last one up, he gets eliminated. US Army Esports go down. So we got Reply Totem and Huss, opposite sides of the mountain. A very familiar sight we see here almost every time we play this zone. These are always the two spots these two teams end up in here in this fight. And Skittlecakes opens it up with a knock here on Catch and slides down. Skittlecakes gets 2. Takes down Nissa. with the range of the P20's G7. Gets the crack. Duke ports on top. Duke looking for the final kill. Shield swaps go crazy with the Valk, but it's not gonna be enough. Us coming alive here in game 3.
That's the hustle we were hoping to see here as things start to heat up. We just finished out game number 3. We're going to take a little break before we head into game number 4, but we're heading back to Storm Point. A huge congratulations to Team Huss. Skittle, Dupe, and Jen come out on top. We'll be back with you in just a few for game number 4. Game number 4 as we get ready to kick things off. Got players set up and dropping in here on to Storm Point. Rhino, any teams you want to call out, any teams you want to keep an eye on here as we kick off game 4?
You know, Huss looked good last game, man. They're playing well on Storm Point. It's a tough team to beat. Depends on where the zone pulls, but Navi went out early last game. So last time they went out early, they ended up getting a 26-point game. So let's see if that happens here again.
U.S. Army Esports is in the area as well.
If he got gonna drop the crypto up there. Team Huss is here. Team Huss looking to get aggressive with Team Inferno. They're feeling hot right now after a game 3 win. The shots coming in from Duke, gets the crack on the fuse. Top side's gonna be Skittle Cakes. Gent gets aggressive, it goes down, they trade knocks, so Germs goes down. Duke gets a knock on Bosky. Duke has an angle, goes down to VGuck. VGuck in a 1v1 now against Skittle. Looking for an angle. VGuck doing a great job staying up, getting healthy, falls onto the bottom side. Gonna give Huss the opportunity to get a reset here on the top. As VGuck is gonna leave his teammates behind.
On the northwest side, looks like Solace versus Infinite as Kree does fall. Vushi will fall in return, and right now, Solace up 2-1 over this fight. Looks like Nono gonna be the final player alive here for Infinite, as Kree does have the purple knockdown shield up. Riley's keeping angles outside. Got a Nemesis.
Yeah, once again, Solace getting the team down to just a solo. Fortunately, unable to finish the fight completely, but 2 more KP for Solus. Solus starting to get the ball rolling here in game 4. But Nono gonna look to rotate through zone and potentially do the same as a couple of other teams in the lobby and get a reset at a crafter. As you were speaking highly of Solus, we did see T-Law get a full reset. They're back up to a full 3. One of the teams that Solus got to fight with early on. We also saw Navi getting a full reset in zone as well. So we got 2 squads back up to a full 3 as they're rotating in through zone and take their time here. But it does look like it's getting a little busy for Team Cat. They're going to be heading up against a fight here with Flat and Cat with Dr. Seuss over here. Things be rhyming. Things be rhyming.
Oh, that was a good one. Dr. Seuss. Chad, it's a new thing with Rhino. Every day. Every day. Every day he says something funnier than the last, I tell you. Flat right now in this pitch. Flat Earth is one of the America's Pro League teams. Throw this Wraith portal in quickly. Kaiser takes it. Actually had his opponent take the portal back there, so Kaiser right now just utilizing those P20s to do as much damage as possible. Cat still up as a team of 3.
Oh no. Flat overexposing here. That was a tough push.
You know, helping them get back on their feet. So if you can donate, please do use command DONO in chat for that one. Spectre jump into this fight. Chicky's gonna have to back up here as Juarez was getting ready to do some damage with that R99, and right now at a little bit of a standstill as we do have another team moving in, the likes of Navi.
Navi's gonna be able to hold them both out here and third party this from range. It's a beautiful job here by Navi to get in front of this. A lot of teams on the top side of the zone right now getting after it. Saw Team Huss go down. I mean, this is big all coming in here from Hayaka. Gets the cracks. It's gonna influence these 2 teams to fight. You see Solus kind of creeping up as well here, using the Wraith portal. Is free. She's gonna pick up a kill there on Juarez. Beautiful job there by Solus, just getting kills where they can. Alienware down to just a solo. Nazul once again, the last one up. Tries to find an angle on top of this crypto. Gets the knockdown. Hayaka. Team Navi losing one. 3-team fight turned into a 4-team fight rather quickly here with the likes of Solus getting on top of both teams, Navi and T-Law. So we're down to our last 10. Nazul trying to finish the kill. Does so. Hayaka goes down. Nazul moving around with the Wraith Q, staying alive, popping bats as a gold shield. Very beneficial to being a solo here. Able to pop quick heals, double them up, stay active at the same time. See Navi now looking over at this. Nazul just absolutely melts Kiner. Chaco, last one up in a 1v1 here, and Nazul is just absolutely farming as a solo. And there it is again. Navi goes down, Nazul goes down though to Hoodie. Hoodie gets the kill from range with the bow check. Spectre Esports ends up down here at the bottom of the tree. The rotations are going crazy. This will be Pathogen on the top side, looking down over at the Prowler Den. I called it a tree, but it's a Prowler Den. Don't worry. You know what I'm talking about.
It does look like a tree.
Oh, and Hoodie.
What a nade there from Hoodie. We do see Cat eliminated top right of your screen. We're down inside of the top 6. We've got the Sheila coming through from Clutch. Oh, that is such an ASMR sound. You gotta love when the Sheila starts to ring.
I fall asleep to it every night. Spectre Esports is gonna opt to just continue to play this boom cannon using their Newcastle utilities. You see US Army Esports goes down there to the likes of Prestep. SCA moving up on this too. Seisu is the last one up for them. Pathogen just noticed that, but down goes Hoodie. Solus on the high ground. Solus could win this game here, Maz. From 17th place, probably to top 5 if they get a dub here. MG Clutch moving up. Has to be careful. It's exposed right now. Gets absolutely fried by a P20. What else is new? Pops out the shield and goes down to Riley's P20. Hoodie now. P20 is out. Envy. Wow, no P20s for Envy. Respect. As an R9 with the purple mag and a triple take. I love it.
You know what? Envy's going for that $50 bounty. Look at that one shot onto Dog and Kree. Hoodie takes 2 shots.
Oh,
and oh my. 3
Hoodie
shots takes down Solace. What an absolute clip there for Hoodie.
Spectre Esports on the right side playing this mountain pretty well here. Staying out of sight here from Team Pathogen. Going to use their Wraith Portal to move up. Top side is going to be Envy. Sliding down is Envy. Envy with the 1 clip on Goizy goes down though. Bucks collects the knock. Hoodie gets a knock on Bucks in return. Sheila comes out. Gets the 2 kills. So 2 solos left. The 1v1v2 here for Team Pathogen. Pathogen looking to stay alive. Looking to collect more kills. And there's a solo in the back. Looking to take down MG Clutch. It does. It's a 1v1v1, Maz. Seisu, beautiful shots there with the 30-30. Here's the res going off. 3 squads left. Gets the full kill. Moves up on the Wraith. Goes down. Hoodie collects the kill. Hoodie gets the quick swap. 1v1 here for game 4. Chickles. Chickles! Spectre Esports somehow take that dub. Unbelievable end game there.
That was a huge game for Spectre as they were tied in 17th place with 5 points. They're going to put some points on the board after that one. What a literal uphill battle there for Spectre Esports. My God.
Yeah, just beautiful job. Beautiful job. It was a great fight with Pathogen. Looked like the day was over, but then the solo of Sesu, I hope I said that name right, collecting that kill there on Pathogen, putting them out as a solo, just unbelievable, man. And then that clip from Hoodie, what a way. What a way to end that game.
What a way indeed. All right, chat, we're going to go get set up here for game number 5. Reminder, that was game number 4. We're going back to E District. So hang out just a few more minutes and we'll drop in with game number 5 in just a few. All right, we're locked, loaded, and ready to go here for game number 5. A couple legends are banned now. We've got Cat, Altair, Ash, and Fuse. Oh man, this is my favorite part because, you know, players get to hold themselves accountable. We get to hold the players accountable if they don't, you know, follow the bans. It's a great old time. And it looks like as of right now, we're going to be kicking off game 5 here with everybody following the rules.
Yeah, good job. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, SCCP, just as a little stat line for everybody, they are the highest place averaging team in this lobby tonight after 4 games, averaging 6th place. And that's including the win that they had in game number 1, a monstrous 20-point game for them. Unfortunately, I mean, it wasn't enough after that first game, but I mean, right now, like you said, they're 2 points off match point. You have to assume they're going to do whatever they need to do here to pick up those couple extra KP. And with only a couple other teams in striking distance, this could be a pretty good turning point here for SCCP, as they've got a long rotation ahead, but certainly capable of doing so with the likes of Navi, Liquid Alienware, all in striking distance. We've even got Pathogen. This Hoodie character, let's talk about Hoodie for a second, because what the hell was that game for?
Big knock there from Dog. Looking for a second one. Can't pick it up. They are Flesh. Kree gonna get that speed boost. Try to wrap around the corner here and collect this kill and chase down. But Kree's gonna be careful. Kree luckily is on Wraith and gets that Q off the hide behind these nicely trimmed up bushes. It pops off a cellar or bat or something. As Zach W. Keys is walking up on the backside as well. Solus trying to get aggressive. Good turn and burn there coming in from Toon. Able to hold that off, and they're able to escape. SZA still up as a duo, but nonetheless, Solus collecting another kill. Navi also is getting kills in your kill feed. They took down a team, so they have 3 more points to their name. Let's take a look at Flatness. They're going to be flying in now on top of Pathogen. And there's that crypto ult coming in here on Pathogen. Pathogen tried to get aggressive off their crack, and down goes Clutch. Pies are doing a great job there. Taking down MG Clutch. Bottom side is going to be Nano. Fighting inside is going to be Hoodie. Hoodie goes down. Big Louie collecting the kill. MV, last one up, gets a knock on Nano. Nice turn and burn shot there coming from MV to help keep the dream alive here for Pathogen in game number 5. She's going to try to escape here, as you see in the kill feed. Empire Gaming goes down early once again, having a tough go of it here. T-Law is not going to let off the gas pedal. This nade's going to, oh my god, and Nazul with a massive nade. 197 total damage. Ballistic ult's going to come in from Kurev. Kurev going to try to get up here with that charged up Rampage. Looking for an angle on top of Team Solus. Solus on the inside. The shot's coming in on Riley. Riley gets cracked. Popping cells in the process, though. Nazul pushing in as the Pathfinder. P20 is in hand. Wargres on the opposite side on the Mirage. Looking for angles. Kurev gets cracked. Good shots coming in from Wargres. Wargres gets a knock. Gets a crack as well. He's gonna Mirage all inside. Gets another knock here on Dog. 2 knocked here. The Mirage gets on the backside. Absolutely invisible. You do not see him. It's just unbelievable that you can do that. It just gets the squad wipe. Takes down Solus. And that's just a power move there. On Jen is gonna get cracked. Ballistic ult coming down here for Team SJP2. Crypto ult coming down from Skittle. Skittle moving in on the Caustic, looking to get the knock. Caustic is about 10 HP, drops a Caustic on Skittle's face. Oh my god, just absolutely farted on Skittle. And Skittle goes down, duplex. Only one left here from Huss, and what a play there from SJP2. Oh my goodness, the Caustic just, oh jeez. Oh jeez.
That's how you play a Caustic. I mean, that was a prime example of kind of utilizing the little bit of utility you have left, even if you are one shot.
Yeah, they should be able to get a reset though. Take a look at the map here. Dupe is going to be free to get this off pretty quickly. Flat in zone still, not too far away. They will hear this, but Dupe should be able to get a reset. This should be okay here for Huss. It's just funny, Huss went from holding that choke, holding out 2 teams, to dying almost to SJP2. And now look who comes up to choke. It's going to be Team Cat. Now Cat's going to be running in here to SJP2. FG is still in zone. 0-0 in Slab, looking to get the reset here in Aku. But, you know, there's the reset from Huss. Flat on the opposite side. I mean, only 1 team in the next zone. Only 10 teams left here in round 3. I mean, that's definitely a rare occasion here thus far tonight. There we go. Huss now off the reset and a fight with Flat, and they're going to go down. But Flat takes down Huss. Flat down to a duo as they're getting clear fire here by Cat's Cat. Went from being held out by Huss to being the team to clean him up. If Flat goes down from Cat. Cat is Flat, wearing a hat. Team Inferno has a great spot here, playing this game by pretty well.
And Vosky, actually one of the only players inside of this next 5th round zone. Holding things down for the team here. Team Inferno doing a wonderful job. Tied for 8th as of right now.
They're going to go down to the Caustic team as well as SJP2. A lot of Caustics in the lobby right now. Not a lot, but, you know, a decent amount. If they're going to be a game changer come final zone. If they're going to be different for some teams to deal with.
Going to be able to do a little bit of damage. They will get hit. So just going to hold this one. Let's put a little slow as Aku takes some damage. Team Inferno flying in here onto Cat. Vosky will fall.
Ooh, nice job by Germs.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot there. Inferno comes out. Gonna add a couple more placement points to their tally as we're down inside of the top 6. Numerous teams flying here on center. Team Inferno in the thick of it as FG will fall, and now Luke gonna be trying to stay alive here for Team Inferno. Not gonna be able to do so. Inferno falls in 5th. SJP2 now in a fight. They got that Caustic gas from the Fly Totem on the other side.
Beautiful.
As Andy Jacks crucial roles here in game number 5.
It's been absolutely cooking here for Team SJP2, and they're going to be able to hold this down in here. But they themselves, Reply Totem, have a caustic as well. See the ticks coming in there on Andy Jax. They're going to have to hold the opposite side low ground. SJP2 swinging in though, charge on Rampage for the knock on the raid. They pick it up. Kurenai gets the knock on catch. 7 trying to get health before pushing in. Fernie going crazy on the backside with the Newcastle. They're going to swing in and take down Totem. Totem goes out. On to our last 2, and look who it is. Liquid Alienware. The Mirage Pathfinder Ballistic going up against SJP2 with the caustic. The swing coming in here from the Mirage. The Pathfinder, Nazul taking down 7, and Liquid Alienware cleaning up shop. Take game number 5 and hit match point.
That is an easy match point win there for Liquid Alienware. They only needed 10 and they got 12 from placement alone. So let's see where the scores settle before we go into game number 6. And for game number 6, we will see you in just a few minutes. All right, we're here, we're ready, we're locked and loaded for game number 6 in chat. I mean, everybody following the ban list today, it's making us pretty happy behind the scenes, I'm not gonna lie. As of right now, legends that are banned. We've got a Catalyst, we've got Altair, we've got Ash, Fuse, and Wraith, all banned from play here so far. We do have 1 team on match point. As you're looking at the leaderboard, I'm sure you noticed it. Liquid Alienware, 61 points. All they've got to do is win a game, and we close things out here in quick fashion, I would say. 6 games.
What did I say? Navi in 5, but I mean, I'll take T-Law in 6 now. I think it ends here.
Well, we're gonna see what these next couple circles do, I guess, and that's where my, distinction will come from.
City Hall, maybe.
Maybe.
Also, Lotus City Hall area. So yeah, T-Law is gonna be pretty happy about that. Empire as well. T-Law likes to move around the map. They don't really play zones, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they do.
We've got
Good question.
Eyes are on Navi right now. Navi needs to collect some kills. Need to have a better game number 6 here. They're already moving up on the likes of Licks. Close to Licks. Eyes of Sheila out already is Gato. Left side Newcastle walking up. Trying to get an angle. Is going to back on up. The 2 teams in the area. You got Huss over at Shipyard Arcade still looting, so they should be able to take this a clean 3v3 here if they'd like to.
Close range.
Hierarchy just keeping them at bay. I think we're gonna just kind of dissipate here, Humper Labs, and just, give each other a little bit of respect. Lake's just really playing this one slow, playing this one smart. Right now they are down in, 18th place with 8 points. Seems like every time they run into a team, they're unable to come out and capitalize on these 3v3s. So let's see what they can do here. As Gato able to connect with one of those charge rifles, able to connect the second one for 71.
Able to get away,
we were gonna
though.
see a little miracle. Ooh, thought we were gonna see a miracle.
So Navi opts to rotate instead of taking that fight there with Los Licks. Not a terrible call. I like that a lot.
I mean, Navi only needing 8 points. It is pretty crucial that they get those 8 points.
The Forbidden Gaming creeping up right now on the likes of Reply Totem. Gonna try to evac here. I don't think they know Forbidden Gaming's right next to them. Gonna try to focus the last one. Nice job here by FG. FG looking for another knock here out of the sky. It would be crazy. They can't get it. Unfortunately, they get one though. They take down Nissa. Nissa is gonna be down and out. Forbidden Gaming walks up, finishes the kill. Flats looking to take down. This would be a crazy knock. Oh my goodness, they almost get it. But here they go. They gotta clean it up now. Shots coming in. Johnny goes down. Big Louie. Kaiser takedown. You aim. Quick and easy. You also see Team Inferno down the kill feed at the hands of Huss. Empire Gaming now moving in. Shout out Empire. Dano goes down.
Facing down Liquid Alienware, but gonna opt out of that for the time being.
Forbidden Gaming. Los Licks. FG going after it. FG opens it up with a knock and full kill on Sa. Los Licks having a tough day. Gato on the Sheila. Gato gets absolutely bum rushed here. 0-0 takes him down. Mori gonna be the last one up for the squad. She's already in her Valk ult. You also got Totem and FG about to go after it here. FG took down a player from Totem. They just take down Andy Jax there. 0-0 gets the kill. By Totem, struggling to avoid the likes of Forbidden Gaming here this far in game 6. The full kill comes in. Navi goes down the kill feed as well. So Navi goes out.
Gonna go for a wide rotation. Kamor on the other side for Los Licks. Does have to pop that shield battery. Does have that Velk ult ready to go if they want to go for a long rotation. Does look like Dupe and Gent's gonna fly over right now, and it's not gonna matter. They're going airborne. Let's see what kind of damage we can get here out of Gent.
Almost gets the knock over the wall.
Missing the lead. All three broken as Los Licks fly in, damaged and bleeding, but they are still alive and they do have a spot in zone. Against Los Licks, Gato has the Sheila out in hand, will fall. Now Saw for Los Licks to be the only surviving player going to be up in a 1v of catch. The other two players from the Fly Totem do fly up. The knockdown shield goes down and Los Licks will fall in 13th. Like you said, though, they have just been on their heels all night long. Fly Totem down to 1. Andy Jack's going to see if they can't get away from this. As I do believe Huss has an idea where they went, and they do. Skittlecake's going to pick up a kill. Fly Totem eliminated. We're down inside the top 10.
Got one of them.
Force T-Lot up. Potentially rotate right into Dupe and company, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have a T-Law Huss fight here on the edge of zone. Newcastle Wall going to come down. The Mirage decoys flying out. Dupe on the low side with that Nemesis trying to break the wall down. Dupe gets hit for about 50 on the red shield. T-Law doing a good job this far, holding this fight off. Looking for the crack to push in for the entry. They get 2. And here we go. T-Law and the Ballistic ult looking to get aggressive here on Huss. They have the high side angle now. Huss is on their heels. Push it in. Nazul goes down. Curve gets the trade knock there on Skittlecakes. The Rampage going crazy. The backside from Gent. Gent in a 1v2. Gent looking to win this. It's swung on the height. Looks for the knock. Can't get it. The Rampage won't connect. The R9 does. And he goes down as Liquid Alienware takes down Huss. Starting with Cat, Flat. Man, these teams just love to fight each other just so I can rhyme.
Yeah, they really do. They really do.
Flat, Tax gets the knock there on Flat, Big Louie. Flat down to a solo. It's going to be Nano. Wow, I'm just rapping right now. And Nano goes down. SCCP collects that kill. It's going to be Bin there with the charge rifle. Picking it up as they're making a play in. Pathogen down to a duo. They're climbing up here with the Revenant. Lotus is getting busy, Maz. We're heading into round number 4, closing in about 40 seconds. Tough sledding here for T-Lo to get across, but they get a free entry, and they walk right in. Unbelievable. They crossed the way that I didn't think they would be able to cross, to be honest with you. When they find their way into the building and going to open up there, rotate to the final zone.
Target spotted.
Situation like this, where everything's already got their angles covered. I mean, one little brick was all it took there for Liquid Alienware, and they're able to hang out in the pool now with the Nessie floats, which, might I add, the IRL Nessie float it's quite a blast. It's quite a blast.
Meanwhile, we got SCCP going after it here with T-Cat. Big shots from Kings with the PK. Gets 2 cracks. Looking for another one. K here, the hands of Kings, the 111. This PK is deadly. Just misses a lifeline stone piece. Nade comes in. Pathfinder in Kings' hands with the PK is scary business. Down to 7. Cat trying to get another res. They get off. Res on Tax once again. Tax is back up. Looking for the bat. Gets it. Empire goes down. Down to 6 squads. SCCP in match point, but need to win next game. They can't win this to win. But our team to watch right now is going to be T-Law, who are solo. Kurev, the last one up. Skynade's coming up from Kurev. Oh my God!
Kurev earlier, and he's able to put down some huge damage. He might be able.
He's got to respawn me.
There's no way. There's no way. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we're going 7 here.
Here we are.
Where will fall in 6th.
Forbidden Gaming having a strong game number 6 here. They're going to drop Crypto Ult. 5 squads left. Grenades coming in here from 0-0. Spectre Esports on the top side, playing the Rampart Newcastle walls very well. Cat using the Halo. Staying alive, healing fast. Spectre Esports, though, have a great spot. SCCP do as well. PK still in the hands here of King. Gets the crack through the sky. That's just unbelievable shot there from Kings. He's going to try to take the high ground, but down goes Bin. That's gonna be Pathogen on the height. MG Clutch gets the knock. Pathogen a duo. Pathogen looking down. Hoodie. Bangult's coming in. All sorts of explosions happening right now. Another crypto ult coming in.
The crypto ults now that we don't have everybody on the same legend. So good to see back in comp. Hoodie gonna be able to try and clean that one up. Pathogen still alive.
Another one.
Duo up top. Able to hit for so much damage there, Hoodie. Keeping it moving. Clutch will take one out of the sky. Spectre Esports will be eliminated. We're down inside of the top 3 now as Pathogen falls. We've got Forbidden, SCCP, and Cat. Your final 3 teams here.
Yeah, Kings is going to do a lot of damage. They're going to force Cat to go down the zone more than likely here. Great PK shots continue to come in here from King. Down to the duo is going to be SCCP. King in a 1v3 goes down there. And Forbidden Gaming just had a game of the day so far for them. Just absolutely cleaned that lobby up at the end game.
That was a huge game for Forbidden Gaming. They were in 12th place with 26, and they're bound to bump themselves up into that top 10 after a monster finish. 0-0 Slab and Aku claim game number 6, and we'll be back with game number 7 as we move over to Storm Point and continue Mazar Gives Back match point format. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for game number 7. Everybody is hearing 2 legend band system. My goodness gracious, it makes me so happy. So happy. We've got 3 teams on match point. We've got Liquid Alienware with 69 points. We've got SCCP, or Corinthians Esports, with 62 points. And we've got Forbidden Gaming putting up a monster game number 6. A 28-point game for them bumps them up to 54 overall. They're in 3rd place.
I would expect a very aggressive Navi here in game number 7. Rocking the Revenant. Crypto, Newcastle. Here comes the Revenant swing on the Crypto. Takes down Riley. Empire down to a duo here. A lot of fights happening early on. Teams are looking for kill points, looking to get some more points towards their name, hoping that we hit into game 8. SJP2 goes down there to the likes of Inferno and Huss. Opportunity here for SZA. That's what I'm calling from now on.
SZA it is.
Took me 8 games to determine that.
Frag fly in. Gonna have to rotate out of this. It looks like no matter what's about to happen, there's gonna be a couple teams in the area, Forbidden Gaming being one of them. We've got Totem as well. You see T3 take this wide swing. Very close to being able to take down the Crypto, unable to do so. Riley, the last surviving player.
Everything under control.
Gonna go invisible here for this revive. Gonna get Dog up off the ground. Not gonna be for long as Riley will fall. Reply Totem comes out on top of Solace.
See Huss right now pushing up on. Oh, they found the Crypto. Duke just smelled him. Took down Inferno. Inferno goes out there. The 10 from VGUK to get the reset. Huss expecting some early kills, but inching closer and closer to match point. They're at 4 kills thus far. Good job by them. All 3 teams coming out of that southern zone, trying to rotate. Navi is going to be Hyarka, the last one up. As the Crypto, as Cat collects 2 kills there, takes down Kiner.
Up towards this northwestern corner. Looks like we do have Pathogen versus Reply Totem. It looks like they've got Hoodie separated from the team. That's as good of a play as you can hope here for Reply Totem.
What a play by Hoodie to get away from that, get the bat off. Uses that wall from Envy. Swinging in though is Hoodie, trying to get the knock here on the Watson. Can't do it. Hoodie goes down, Envy goes down. Clutch last one up, Clutch gets out. Team's doing a good job staying alive here as a solo, just trying to get resets. We've seen it 4 or 5 times thus far this game. The Reply Totem's on a tear. Kill leader in the lobby right now with 3 kills is going to be Catch. Firing flat traded knocks here. Swinging down for another knock's going to be Carter. Picks it up there on Kaiser. For another one on the Crypto. The P20's going crazy, but turns and burns. It's going to be Nano gets a knock on Carter. Riley not with the squad right now. Trying to get up to the team. Well, this is unfortunate here for Empire. They look so good. The reses are going off, and Empire is going to have their backs against the wall now. As teams from the opposite side will be taking shots. That's going to be Team Cat. Team Cat collecting that kill there. Takes down Flat. And here comes Navi. Navi dropping in now, trying to get some kills. As Kiner just absolutely goes blind there. Does not see that person healing. Hyarka now moving in hot. Navi down to his solo. Looking to get a kill here on the Revenant. Can't do it. Cat takes down Navi. Navi got behind Cat there, I think on purpose, to try to clean up that third party. but unfortunately, they were not able to spot them on their screen.
Going down and out just yet. Aqua's still the only one down. Able to get picked up there off the ground by Nisa. Nisa will fall, so they do lose the heel of the Newcastle. Now, totem.
1v1. Clutch this up. Oh, he can't, and Totem clutches it up. Andy Jax was 1 HP there for a majority of that 1v1. Uses that Watson pylon to stay up, but now comes a third party from Pathogen. Pathogen cleans up that fight, but a good job there by Refly Totem. That should put them at match point, I believe. They're gonna have to fight this team inside. And the knock comes in there. It's SCCP. Match point teams fighting each other right now. Horizon Q comes up here for Aku, but from range comes the Valkyrie, and that's gonna be SES getting busy here. And they take down FG. Our first match point team goes down. Vector Esports trying to clean up SCCP, and they do. They go down. T-Law cleans it up. T-Law. Our other match point team coming in hot. Los Lick still live collecting kills with the charge rifle. Oh my god, and T-Law takes over the building. Los Licks, though, a team that's in the bottom of the leaderboard all day, finding their way into a top 7 situation here in Game 8 and helping out these teams and keeping these games alive. The Sky Nades need to come in here for dupe. They need to connect. Liquid Alienware on the inside. The ult comes down here from Juarez. Standout and a 3v3 on the bottom side. Skittle Cakes utilizing the knock shields. Skittle Cake swings out, goes down. Dupe, last one up. Dupe looking to collect on the damage done by Skittle. 6 squads left here, Maz. Pathogen all the way back. Los Licks as well. U-Aim still alive here as well. Spectre Esports swings up. Spectre Esports looking to clean up Huss. They do. They go down. Spectre Esports now the team to worry about here for Team Liquid Alienware. Liquid Alienware is going to be the focal point here for this match. A lot of teams will be looking at them as they're sitting in the center, and they have to move. They have to win this fight here with Spectre Esports. Liquid Alienware taking shots at the high ground, gets a knockout. Chickles cancels the Valkyrie ult. It's gonna stick them in zone. Tough sledding here for Spectre Esports. A phenomenal job here by T-Law to stay alive and stay healthy. And they have a great spot in zone.
Team Liquid Alienware. They do have a chance to close it out here. We're down from a 30% chance to a 25% chance. But Liquid Alienware having a game right now.
Pathogen also going to be a problem here for T-Law. You might see 9 games here, Maz. This is going to get interesting here with U-Aim resetting, getting back to a full 3. Having that Rampart back in action to help with these backside angles from T-Law.
Pathogen says, screw it, we're taking this fight against Los Licks, and we're throwing it in, able to do so. Picks them up, cleans them up quickly. We're down to the final 3 squads. Pathogen now with a couple death boxes to go through, pick up some utility.
There it is. That's the play we're waiting for. Pathogen decides to get busy with U-Aim. That's going to open the door here for T-Law to get angles on the opposite side. Potentially get some knocks here and help out one of these teams win their fight for 2nd place. The grapple coming in here. And the Pathfinder, Nazul gets the knock, but goes down. T-Law down to a duo. Here comes the Newcastle wall for the res. Gets it off. They trade reses. Nice re-knock from Kira. Takes down MG Clutch. Beautiful job. Team Liquid Alienware have to get healthy here. Bats are coming off. They're back up to a full 3, full health. Pathogen gets eliminated. And it's going to be U-Aim versus T-Law. T-Law can close it out. U-Aim can make us go to 9. What do we got? I hear the ult coming in. The swing coming in from T-Law. Gets the knock. Nazul goes down as well. 2 knocked here for... There it is. T-Law. T-Law.
Team Liquid Alienware comes out on top. Holy cow, they close it out in 7 games. I was a little worried there, Rhino. I was a little worried, but T-Law through and through comes out on top. An absolutely amazing showing by our good friends at Liquid Alienware. Wow.
That was stressful. That was not as easy of an end game as I thought it would be for them. You know, they capitalized on the res. The wall, having that Newcastle wall was huge. If they didn't have that castle wall to play off of, we might have been seeing another game here.
We definitely might have been. We definitely might have been. And, you know, now that things are, you know, finishing up here, yes, a huge congratulations to our friends at Team Liquid Alienware, but again, a reminder of why we're here this evening.